And honestly, the pedoprotector thing is really dumb. Here's the problem with Epstein. The problem with Epstein is that he is a Jewish spy. That's the problem. This whole pedo thing, it's like, is it really pedophilia? I don't want to be the one that has to say it, but I guess I'm being forced to say it. It's not really pedophilia, okay? They weren't trafficking 5-year-olds. It was like they were technically not legal. Big difference, in my opinion. I know that's a controversial take, but that's not really the issue there, okay? The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's pedophilia. Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy probably working with Israel. That's the dilemma there. He's working with Israeli intelligence. So I see these shit libs at the ICE protests in Minneapolis, and they're yelling, pedo protector. They're saying to ICE, you're with the pedo protector. Pedo president, and this idiot in the factory, they're saying this. It's like, that's not even really the issue there, goof.
So the pictures of Prince Andrew floating around in a very compromised position, I guess that's fine by this idiot's logic. He was just playing with toddlers, as this retard indicates. Doesn't it look suspicious when Fuentes criticizes Israel, but he has friends like Andrew Tate, whose father worked in the CIA, and CIA closely works with Mossad, and his other friend Sniko, he admitted that he's half-bred mingled African Jew. He has Jewish blood in him.
My father, when he died, someone messaged me who was in, because my father was in the CIA, he held the record of the CIA record for the fastest assimilation of a foreign language.
I'm a product of the Holocaust. My last name is like a Polish-Hungarian name, and yeah, I would not exist without this. I only started to really understand a lot of this stuff recently, but that's why my grandfather from Hungary immigrated to Haiti and met my grandma. So my dad's half black, and then part white, part Jewish, and my mom's Filipino.
What you think of my drip?
I don't know, man. It's
Baruch.
Ata.
Adonai. Eloheinu. Melech.
You know, reliable source.
Sure, I'm not trying to get you to put it on.
You should show respect.
If it goes anything against your religion, then I would not want you to put it on.
Well, I am part Jewish.
All of this looks like a big show, a big charade. All of this is very carefully orchestrated, and they're plans. So this makes me extremely suspicious and extremely cautious, because I don't believe a word that these guys are saying.
So I became a Nazi, yeah, bitch, I'm the villain.
Jews mad! Jews mad! They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. All my niggas Nazis, nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Lying to make us like.
Did you like fully hate it? To be honest,
I did not fully hate it. No.
Okay.
I like the music.
Would you ever do that again?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
This girl came up to him and he just ignored her.
This is my new life.
But yeah, Prince Andrew, he was just goofing around with toddlers. Those videos from the Epstein list, where we can see the blurred face of little child. There's nothing to it. There's no pedophilia in it. Don't bother with it. It's all a hoax, right? It's a democratic hoax.
It's that simple.
Why do you think he is working so hard not to get them released for so many months? What do you think the real reason is?
These files implicate billionaires and friends of his and political donors that he's trying to protect. And Epstein also had close ties to our own intelligence agencies and Israel's intelligence agencies. That's why there's so much effort in trying to stop this. And I do believe they'll try to stop it somewhere else. And that's going to backfire on them.
They said,
too.
I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven in front of a massive group of people, 56,000 people. And they were all saying, oh, what does he mean? I don't think I'm going to make it to heaven. I'm doing a great job for a lot of people, but I don't think so. I'm just not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it. And I was having a good time going, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest with you. A lot of you will. I'm not so sure.
But I am allowed to cut off any and all trade or business with that same country. In other words, I can destroy the trade. I can destroy the country. I'm even allowed to impose a foreign country destroying embargo. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1.
And I said, this is our first Jewish president. Now he's the first Jewish president to serve two not consecutive presidencies. We thank you for everything.
What if we got the greatest deal ever from Iran? They're going to give up their nukes. They're going to give up their ballistic missiles. They're going to become Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. No more terrorism. That's right. They're going to reject their own Islamist ideology of the 7th century that they've used to indoctrinate others, that they preach every single day. That's right. Khomeini's going to become Mahatma Gandhi, and the world is going to have peace forever. Yeah, we'll sign that deal. Sure, we'll sign it. Blah, blah, blah. Now, why would they sign such a deal? What if it's the greatest deal of all deals ever? Why would they sign it? You see, the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a matter of a deal, a negotiation, or diplomacy, or playing this thing out. Khomeini, the Islamist Nazis, have told us what they're going to do. And they believe this is directed by God. And they have slaughtered tens of thousands of their own people in the last few weeks, over the years, in order to advance this agenda. Do you think signing a deal is going to stop anything? Do you think they're going to honor the deal? The issue isn't whether we negotiate. The question is, why do we negotiate? The question is, why do we think some deal is going to keep these
what? These animals? That's what you had in mind?
Is going to keep these people under control. It's not. And even if they were to pull back during the Trump presidency, that's 3 more years. What about after that? What if we get a Biden or an Obama? Or what if we get some weak Republican? The only president to actually take forceful action against Iran is President today, Donald Trump. What happens when he leaves? Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot, as our generation, leave it to the next generation, our children and grandchildren, to deal with this. We must deal with this. Or they'll have tens of thousands of ballistic missiles. They'll have scores of nuclear warheads, and they will be able to reach our country. And since they've been willing to slaughter their own people by the tens of thousands, you better believe that they will use those nuclear warheads against our children and grandchildren. They're weaker than ever before. They're not going to be this weak ever again. You think our envoys or somebody else's envoys or signing an agreement is going to change the mindset of a terrorist regime that is slaughtering its people as I speak, that is already trying to build new nukes? We signed a paper, peace in our time? No. The problem isn't negotiations. The problem isn't they won't agree to this or that, or we can get the best deal in world history. The problem is them. The West needs to understand what we're dealing with. For 47 years, I don't know what it's going to take, but we need to comprehend what we're dealing with. That regime needs to be eliminated.
You killed Jeffrey Epstein, you animal! He was a good man!
He knew too much about our Russia operations. He had to die, and now you die too. Epstein was the key to our evil Russian operations, but no one will ever know, because the truth dies here.
It's bizarre to think that a little over a year ago, we tried to notice if AI was capable of generating 5 fingers, and now we have videos like this. Imagine if you saw this on TV in another year or two. It would look pretty believable. You would need to have a pretty good eye to catch on AI's flaws. And of course, it will be used for the worst imaginable.
Man, we've come a long way.
Hey, I saw it first.
Well, if you want it, you'll have to take it. Ready?
My name is Detective Christopher Raven. We live in a world where murderers walk free, in a justice system bogged down by red tape and human error. That all ends with mercy. A judicial system powered by artificial intelligence with access to every camera, cell phone, and database. If you commit a capital crime, you have 90 minutes to prove your innocence to an AI judge, or you will be executed.
Detective Raven, I'm Judge Maddox, and this is the Mercy Capital Court.
Hold on, just wait a second.
You're before this court today charged with the murder of your wife.
I loved my wife. I didn't hurt her.
If you are innocent, prove it.
I need us to walk the scene. No, I have something here. We gotta go old school. That's a bomb.
Get me out of here!
You're running out of time.
Wow, thank you for that. Bring that back. Pause. Play it again. Can you find out who that is?
Do you want to uncover the truth? Even if the truth is dark.
Do you honestly think that I killed my wife?
I think there's more that you're not revealing.
So, back to the island topic. Some of these emails are extremely disturbing. Let's read a couple of them. One of them says, "Hi Aunt Ghislaine, I hope you are well. I look forward to seeing you. When that might be, however, I'm not sure. I'll email you when I'm able to do something with you. As for my wish list of actresses I'd like to do nasty things to, though not complete, would probably look something like this. First, Natalie Portman, Queen Amidala of the new Star Wars. Second, possibly Jennifer Love Hewitt. Third, Dennis Richards. As for things I'd like to do, whether it be in London, New York, New Mexico, or the Caribbean, Not quite sure at all though. I will look into it. In New York, besides see the sights, possibly some theater or something of that sort. Anyway, I've got to run. Thank you very much for offering all of these things. All these things only add up to the reason I would be there to see you, your nephew. Okay, and the email is titled Dear Fairy Godmother. Insane. Okay, on to the next one. Gilligan, I didn't get your email, ? Did you talk to Jane? Is everything okay? Can we talk about treasure hunt for girls on the island? Treasure hunt? Like a Boy Scout or something? We will be there on January 4th. Give me your private phone number. Do you miss me yet? Love, love. Treasure hunt. So this one says, subject, snipe hunt is over. Moon crickets in the field bag. So it's obviously a coded message. But guess what? There. You can read it yourself. So these these fake Jews, they're not racist at all. Treasure hunt and snipe hunt. To Jeffrey Epstein. Thanks. Thrilling hunt. Ariane de Rothschild. Got it. Amazing old male and amazing hunt. My bankers should be careful. And Ariane de Rothschild, if we go to her Wikipedia page, it says that she is a French banker and the CEO of Edmond de Rothschild Group since March 2023. She is the first woman and the first person without Rothschild lineage to run a Rothschild branded financial institution. She was married to Benjamin de Rothschild from 23rd January 1999 until his death on 15th January 2021. They have 4 daughters. In 2024, the net worth of the Benjamin de Rothschild family was estimated at 5 billion euros by French weekly business magazine. This sick person is mentioned in the email. Hunting someone. Hunting something, right? Treasure hunt and snipe hunt. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Guys, I think these devils, they're actually hunting humans for sport. Can you even grasp that? It's like that movie Get Out. It's insane. It's insane how much coding there is in movies and how they're mocking and showing all these things. Oh man, I can't even wrap my head around that one.
One day you're developing prints in the dark room, the next day you wake up in the dark. Genetic disease.
Shit ain't fair, man.
Oh, you got that right. Shit ain't fair.
And it was this similar to the one day later it's slush. Can't get out of the garage.
For phase 3, the transplantation. Well, partial, actually. The piece of your brain connected to your nervous system needs to stay put, keeping those intricate connections intact. So you won't be gone. Not completely. A sliver of you will still be in there somewhere. Limited consciousness. You'll be able to see and hear what your body is doing, but your existence will be as a passenger. An audience. You'll live in
a sunken place.
I want your eye, man. I want those things you see through.
This is crazy.
Jordan Peele's wife, the director of Get Out, Jordan Peele, his wife, Chelsea Peretti. Well, she has Jewish blood. Yeah, she has Jewish blood. Are you surprised? Every single time. Are you surprised? Are you surprised?
What's your favorite thing to eat in Chicago? I didn't really... everyone said I should eat pizza. I was like, well, no, I don't want to. And
Why?
then, because I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to.
Take a step back because you just said something crazy. What do you mean, why would you want to eat pizza? President Trump, we need someone deported immediately. Yes. He's calling pizza an open sandwich.
With the first 10 rows relaxed, Ellen spent time off the stage and among the nominees.
Because I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison?
Turning the Oscars into an everyone's invited dinner party with dinner.
What do you think? Julia wants cheese. Who's your favorite movie star? They're here. Well, who do you want to talk to? Oh.
And then passing a very famous hat to pay the delivery guy.
What do you have, Harvey? 200?
How many grown men email each other about getting pizza, or about how tasty the pizza was, or about how many slices you can slice a pizza up into, or how many people will be at the pizza party? Then there's another email. It stuck out to me because it has the word Red Hook in it. Someone was emailing asking if another guy can go to Red Hook for a pizza meal later. It turns out that Red Hook is the address of where Jeffrey Epstein's Virgin Islands businesses are domiciled. It's on the marina where you would leave in the boat to get to his island. And someone was emailing asking if another man can go to where Jeffrey Epstein's business is domiciled for a pizza meal. They're using food language in ways that does not square with how food actually gets eaten or talked about.
So that's where Clooney lives, George Clooney lives.
Yes.
And Jen and George are friends. So
Sure,
you
sure.
went to George's house?
Yes, of course. And him and his wife and all these nice people were there, and they invited Jen and me. I know George back in the day too, so we went there and you take a boat, you get on a boat, you cruise down. Went over to their house. They made us homemade pizza, and it was an amazing time. I sat next to Bono. It was a good day.
That is a good day. She likes to. She's busy all the time. I know she's the greatest host, but
She is a good
I
host.
like. I'm like I'm going to bed at 9. I can't come over. Your thing starts at 8:30. So
Yes, she can handle it. She
Yeah,
can handle it.
she
And her
can.
parties are incredible at her house too.
Yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza.
Wonderful,
yes.
wonderful pizza. All right, just y'all are all like, whatever.
So these circles of friends that you guys have. You told a story about going and having pizza at the Clooney's in Lake Como.
Yeah, that's all an Aniston thing. She's like, George and I would love you to come over for pizza, but you have to dress right.
What did you put in his after lunch
You
coffee?
have to dress right, Adam.
Good
you can't
God.
show up in your shorts.
Don't embarrass me.
Don't
Yeah.
exactly. I don't want to embarrass
Clooney
you.
would. By the way, Clooney wears shorts and he wears t-shirts just like the Sandman. They just have to lay on him a little better. That's the only difference.
How was the pizza? Was it good?
What
Did he make it
Amal's
himself?
pizza was better than Clooney's. They
yeah,
both made, everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no
Finally.
pizza we didn't love.
Something that he doesn't
5
do
different
better
kinds.
than
5
everybody
different
else.
kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza that night.
Let's be
Clooney's was
quiet.
excellent.
Shut your trap.
Amal's was the winner.
This is what I like to call placenta. Kim and I decide to marinate some juicy placenta and cook it up and serve it to everyone for dinner.
You guys get into some weird. Are you both eating this, or?
You're eating it too.
Okay.
And so is the whole family. A human.
What? Yes, that's the disgusting part.
Oh my god. I'm gonna put it in the oven just to make sure I kill any bacteria that's in there.
Ugh.
Am I the best sous chef you've ever had?
Rock and roll. Open me up.
Placenta coming in.
Is there gonna be one delicious meal?
Please do it. Placenta?
Placenta. Hi.
So what are we having for dinner?
We're having some tasty protein. This is gonna be a divine meal. We've all awaited. Can I see it? I am, with my friend. Good, there's so much flavor on its own.
Should we put some of this yummy sauce on top too?
Yeah. Here, guys.
Oh, Christopher.
This is the grand finale.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Is it a brisket? Yeah.
Cut you guys a piece?
Oh, it's nice and tender. That knife just melts right through.
Please have the first taste.
Israeli Channel 10 reported in March of 2014 that Israel has the largest human skin bank in the world. Where do you think they got all this skin from? They have more human skin than China and India. They are literally skinning the dead bodies of my brothers and sisters in Palestine. That's where they are getting the human skin from. And if I call them Nazis, your law is going to punish me.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we got them on the run now. Now they know that we know that they know that we know.
Yes, it does matter. You did it, but they're gonna suspect me.
They're not going to suspect anybody. They're...
Do you know what this is? It's a bone. It's a femur. It's a femur bone. A femur just happens to be a human thigh bone, right? Wait, how do you know that? Biology 101. I mean, look at the size of this thing. You think this came off a chicken or something? Where the hell did Vince get this? He dug it up from underneath the fence. Ray, there's no doubt anymore. This is real. Your neighbors are murdering people. They're chopping them up. They're burying them in their backyard.
If I'd have been on the plane, it would have crashed. And it doesn't matter. This wasn't a dream. This was a vision. I'm telling you, these people are Satanists. As I sit here, they are Satanists. Look, the world is full of these kind of things. Look at this. Black masses, mutilations. The incubus, the succubus. I'm telling you, Walter was a human sacrifice.
I should have gone to the lake. I should have listened to Carol.
Listen to your wife. Who listens to their wife? Listen, you got to listen to me. You know what the deal is? What we got to do is we got to go down to the religious supply store. We got to get ourselves a couple of gallons of holy water. My cousin Jerry's a priest. He can get us a deal. No, we got to go to the market. We got to get ourselves a couple of those big strings. You know how they string that garlic? A couple big strings of garlic. We got to get ourselves some fresh lamb's blood. And then we got to... Ray, do you want them to take your family, kidnap them, tear their livers out, and make some kind of satanic pate? Ray, you're chanting. Ray. Ray, look. Ray. Unconscious chanting. You're chanting. I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal. Ray. You're chanting. Hey, once they get in here, it's over, pal.
Satanists, huh? Ritual killers. Nice. Very, very nice. So let me get this straight. The Klopeks are offering up Walter as a sort of human sacrifice to Beelzebub. Is that it?
That's one of the theories, yeah.
Well, you better let me off here. I don't think you can make it up the driveway.
They testing missiles here or what?
That's right, buddy, we are. And it's very hush-hush, top secret. So forget you were up here and forget you saw any of this. And forget about a tip. Ah, home crab home.
I am a pizza.
The best thing about being seen as the nicest guy in Hollywood is that no one searches my backyard for bodies.
I related it more to my upbringing. I grew up in a very Christian environment, a healthy environment, a loving family, but there were just parameters and things I didn't understand, questions. I always questioned it, and it took me to my adult years or leaving home where I could really try on something different for myself. That was Satanism. It's working out really well. I made a pact. That's why the movie came out so well.
Central Ohio businessman Les Wexner mentioned again in the latest round of unsealed documents related to the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. We do want to stress appearing in the documents does not mean someone is connected to anything illegal, but for the first time, Epstein victim Victoria Giuffre says she did have sex with Les Wexner.
I think I'm giving a long answer, but to understand in context.
I paused the frame. You see Lex Wexner wearing the red string. That's a Kabbalistic practice. Red string in Kabbalah. It's practiced as a way to ward off misfortune, which is brought about by the evil eye. The tradition is popularly thought to be associated with Kabbalah and religious forms of Judaism. Yeah, so Lex Wexner is a Kabbalah boy, and his lawyer openly threatened to deal with him if he won't stop sharing the stories behind Epstein.
I think I'm giving a long answer, but to understand in context. Because if I just say yes or no, you won't understand it. And I really want this whole group to understand it. And I never would have guessed I was being conned. Never, ever. The deceit was so subtle. Yes, I know.
Answer the question.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure we all appreciate the stories. We're just trying to answer the questions they actually want to be answered. Okay. That's very helpful. Thank you.
I hope it is.
And could I ask you, I think you said in the last hour, it was your understanding that Mr. Epstein, while he was working for you, also had other clients. Is that right?
Yes. I've done personal work for the Rothschild family in France. Well, specifically, I talked to Ellie de Rothschild, and so I mentioned that earlier. So he represented their whole families. There have been a whole bunch of people. Most of them I never would have met, but I knew Ellie. He would say, like, I'm providing financial advice to the founders of Google. I'm providing financial advice to Jeff Bezos.
Answer the question. 5 words, okay? Answer the question.
Okay.
Bottom line is this. Release the damn files and release them now. Release everything.
If this does not implicate Donald Trump, why wouldn't you say release everything? They absolutely have to show us what they're all hiding. If there's nothing to hide, release it all.
But all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list?
Because, they should just say, listen, this is what it is. Do you want to offer your G2?
And it looks like they said no thanks.
Yeah.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Anyone's name can be on the list? Well, mine's not in the list. Anyone watching this video, their names also do not appear in the list. So I think it's a bit more complicated than that. and how many of us have the opportunity to go to these parties, to meet these sick individuals. Nice backpedaling. The can of worms, it's already opened.
This is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend. You used to have facts before you said stuff.
But Trump is on the list 38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm getting dragged. People actually believe that I was with him.
He drops like 300 names.
Yes.
And it's like flood the zone, because when you're looking, there are people like Marilyn Monroe, who was dead.
Elvis.
Yeah, a lot of people, because a lot of the reasons your name can be mentioned are news articles, third-party emails, contacts. Again, wealthy, famous people often cross in professional and social circles, so that's not the surprising part.
I think if they find enough evidence, and really good evidence, because that list has a lot of crazy names on it, and it's almost like a way to muddy the waters, so that you say, oh, Whoopi's on the list, right? And so am I think. Why?
But
because
we can't pick and choose.
Wait, let me finish this, please. We're on the list because we were at a party or a wedding or something that somebody might have been. That's what I found out anyway.
Yeah, no,
I was at Trump's wedding to Marla.
Right.
Maybe Epstein was there too. Who knows?
I don't know.
So that means that I'm not guilty, obviously, but these other ones, how are you going to decide who's really guilty and who's not?
Well, I
it's
think
very
it's
tricky.
I think it's very clear, because if you look, you know why my name is there. Because someone was looking for a plane, and that's what people do. They go to all the people who have private planes and say, do you have one?
And you didn't get on the plane.
I didn't get on the plane. I didn't know they were looking for a plane.
Yeah.
I had no idea that the plane that I was supposed to be on was no longer available. So I'm named in there like Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane.
But there are a lot of people that are
Marilyn
named.
Monroe is on the list.
Yes.
There were plenty of people that were there are plenty of
Elvis
people
also.
named.
You're not welcome here, and you're not welcome in a lot of other places based on your videos.
You don't own this place. You don't own America.
No, you should move on. Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
Tyler, it seems like you discovered that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
So Pat obviously thought that we should pay for their money, so why don't you move to a different country? So
Why don't you go back to Israel? That would be my question.
I got like
public safety.
I would say 150 calls about you already.
I spotted these dudes tracking us. Turns out I had summoned the Shomrim Police, the Jewish community's internal police force that receives both federal funding and township funding.
And we got multiple calls. Same reason why PD got calls.
Okay.
So that's it. We're just gonna follow you around. We're gonna let everybody know that they don't have to talk to you.
With the Shomrim Police on our back, it felt like we were being policed by a secondary form of law enforcement that seemed to exclusively defend the interests of the Jewish community.
You two gentlemen, I saw a video of you walking into 136 Hillside. They asked not
Fair
to
enough.
come back.
Amazing.
If you come back, it'll be a trespassing charge.
So you say anti-Semitism, I say anti-Goyism.
The Jewish community is extremely racist.
You have a group of people that call themselves God's people. You are a Semite supremacist.
Elon Musk has 12 kids. Why can't I have 12 kids?
He pays for them. You're arguing that I should pay for your kids.
I'm arguing that the government said.
That's our money. I pay taxes.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Should I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it.
We may be in a corrupt hellhole. So what am I being pulled over for?
We got a call.
Keep your hands on the steering wheel when you do so.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Should I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it. I'll be back.
Oh, brother.
Nobody wants you here. Please move out.
1 month ago, I made a video in a Jewish village in upstate New York and was called an anti-Semite for questioning anomalously high welfare usage among Jews with massive families.
Look around. You will not see a non-Jewish resident here.
We got the Yiddish bus.
This is really all Jewish stores. The pizza place, it's going to be kosher pizza.
Tell me about Lakewood. Good place to live?
Amazing place to live. There's so much Jewish life here. It's so easy to be Jewish.
You discovered that anti-Semitism is lucrative, no?
Why do you think anything that you don't like to see is anti-Semitism?
Trying to twist it to make it look like we're doing fraud. It's going to make you a lot of money, and it's going to jump a lot of hatred towards the community that's seeing a rise in anti-Semitism that hasn't been seen in years.
You know I'm not an anti-Semite.
I don't know that.
Come on. You use that as a weapon.
Excuse me, what are these pictures for? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? Should I call the cops on you? Okay, that's it. I'll be back.
Yeah, this guy doesn't even know what the First Amendment is. Don't be a joker, bro. Come on. You're gonna follow us.
There's a special response unit. They're gonna just trail us around.
Our camera guys are getting the cops pulled up on them. Let's see what's going on. Did I get the cops called on me again?
Yes.
What's the problem?
Everybody's skittish now.
Listen, we've met each other a few times now. Yeah. We're not trying to cause me trouble. So anyways, am I under arrest?
You're under arrest.
All right.
What do you think about Jesus? Well, he smells really, really bad because right now he's in boiling feces. That's his judgment. And unfortunately, a lot of people are ruining their own lives as a result of following his ways. Different answer than you thought. Next time, don't ask an Orthodox rabbi what he thinks about Jesus. You're disrespectful because of the things you say about Jesus. No, that's not being disrespectful, that's being honest. So you have to understand that the Torah itself commands us to mock idolatry. And believing that something else other than God of Israel is God is idolatry. And if you actually watch my lectures about the New Testament and your man God, Jesus, then not only will you agree that everything I said is not disrespectful, but you'll actually abandon your beliefs in Jesus because you'll see that it's all man-made foolishness and heresy and idolatry. That's why I tell you, if you watch my lectures about the subject, you can go to my YouTube channel and you will see how quickly you will abandon this belief, not only in the New Testament, but in Jesus and anything related to him, and you will either become a righteous Noahide according to the Torah, and you will either become a righteous Noahide according to the Torah, and you will either become a righteous Noahide according to the Torah,
and you will either become a righteous Noahide according to the Torah,
or you'll even want to convert to Judaism like many of my students have over the last decade or so. This is the reason why we fulfill the Torah commandment to insult idolatry, because it's not only to do the will of Hashem, but it's also something that helps people realize that they are living in an error. They're living in a state of hypocrisy on a constant basis. Yoshke did not come to save anyone. He couldn't even save himself. Jesus was not able to save himself. He hung out there like a pig or some piece of meat in the market. And for whatever reason or another, Christians think it's a good thing to have the guy that's hanging on a cross on their necks, on their arms as tattoos. I never really understood that. That's like saying, listen guys, our leader got killed with an electrical chair. Let's all tattoo him on an electrical chair on our arms and put chains with an electrical chair and him sitting on it. Like, I never got that. I never understood that. Why the whole cross and the guy hanging on it dead it means anything good. I mean, it just seems ridiculous to me, but that's idolatry. Idolatry always is ridiculous. It's the most vile, ridiculous things in the world. Anybody that has left idolatry, when they look back, they always say, it's the same thing every time, and I've had many people tell me this, and I've seen this, they always say, I can't believe I used to believe that stupidity. How do I believe some guy died and that somehow helps me 2,000 years later? How do I believe that some guy that was born out of a woman that cheated on her husband is like, he's God? Like people look at it and like, I can't believe I believe that nonsense. And many times people ask me, wait a minute, how could it be that, that so many people will, are going to die at the end of the world? Doesn't, God feel bad? Or for example, people ask about this, let's say about the Muslims. Somebody asked me a few days ago. I've had this question a million times, but somebody asked me a few days ago about the Muslims. He says, since, obviously the Christians, they believe in, idolatry, so there's no place in heaven for idol worshippers. They're considered minim, they're considered missionaries. There's anyone that has beliefs in Christianity, whatever version of it, whether it's Christianity, Protestant, Lutheran, Catholicism, Messianic Judaism, which is really another form of Protestant Christianity, all that stuff, that's all idolatry. Those people cannot be in heaven. Unfortunately, for them, it's they believe in idolatry, and hopefully they wake up. Now, what about the Muslims that technically believe in the same God as the God of Israel? In fact, the Rambam paskins la halacha and the Rambam is our foundation of foundations, so you can't go against the Rambam. The Rambam paskins that the Muslims are not idol worshippers. Even though they have that stone in Mecca, they don't pray to the stone in Mecca. There's certainly a lot of flawed beliefs, a lot of mistakes, but needless to say, they're not idol worshippers. So does that mean that they're all going to go to heaven? No. In fact, the opposite. The commentators on the book of Daniel say that the Ishmael, which is in essence the Muslims, will be punished even more than the Christians at the end of days because of all of the suffering they cause on the Jews at the end of days. So a person that wants to go to heaven has to either be a follower of the Torah as a Jew, a follower of the Torah as a Gentile, meaning a Noahide, a follower of the Torah as a Jew, a follower of the Torah as a Gentile, meaning a Noahide. Whether any other religion, whether it be Buddhism, secularism, Zionism, Islam, Christianity, Catholicism, all of those other things will not have a place in heaven. That's just that's the Jewish belief. Anyone that tells you otherwise is either ignorant or a liar. That's the Jewish belief. The Jewish belief is you want to go to heaven, you want to be saved, you want to be part of that last third that the Mashiach will protect and so on. You have to follow the Torah. You don't follow the Torah, then you have unfortunately your own blood is in your hands. The blood, that's your blood is in your hands.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and for the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years.